be the aunts, the uncles? Who gonna bring gifts to the birthday parties? Where are your emergency contacts? If you don't live with your mom or your father, where are your emergency contacts? Who coming for you? Y'all should have never gave me a camera. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Sit down, get comfortable. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe in the description box down below. If you want to turn on your notifications to when I post, by all means, but welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so great to see you. Today we're getting into something that I hold dearly to my heart. If you could tell by my outfit, we are going to school. Yes, we are getting scholarly. There are some lesson plans. There's some information I will be giving out for the free. That is indeed some information that I will be giving out for the free. Some might even say free 99. Ka-ching. And I just want to give it to you as a resource. Maybe you can also give me some tips and tricks for navigating these adult friendships and relationships, okay? Because I am 29 and 30 is quickly approaching. Honestly though, I am excited for 30, but not too much. Let me have my time, because my 20s, like, that's how I became who I am today. Okay. But yeah, anyways, so let's get into it. We don't need the glasses for the whole video, but I wanted to get into the topic of adult relationships, because we are no longer in elementary, middle school, high school, or university where you were mostly around people because of similar structures, which was the education system. And we don't have recess anymore. We don't have classes anymore. We don't have school teams keeping us together. So how do we ebb and flow when someone lives over here, someone just got married, someone's expecting a baby, someone just broke up, someone's on the other side of the world, we've got time zones, we've got life, all of the things. Someone has a house, someone lives in an apartment, someone lives in a basement. How do we balance being together in different aspects of this one life that we live? And I'm inviting you to get on to it, okay? Now, this is by no means to my own horn, but so let me give you a beep beep. I have always room to learn, and so conjunction, and I do pretty well. I do pretty well with my adult relationships. Friendship is clearly, from this channel, very important to me. That's why you should celebrate your birthday with the people that you love, and celebrate their birthdays. And honestly, any occasion to celebrate is an occasion to celebrate. But I like to be so intentional about my relationships, my friendships, and so I have a couple of systems in my life to keep them going that I would like to share, but also to get your feedback of what works, what doesn't work, how it shifted, early 20s versus late 20s versus teenagehood, like them things, preteens, them things start to change, okay? I remember, actually, please hold. My first phone was, I believe, a Nokia. Who's calling that? Who's calling that? Who's calling? Is it think? Is it that? Is it? But like, sorry. Like, wow, my thing. Ooh, London. My thing. First of all, why do I even have these? I was always going through breaking my screens. This is, I don't even know what iPhone this is, but this is back in the day when you only had like 60 texts a month, okay? I personally was an iPhone girly through and through. Like, I jumped, God kept me. I did not go through the BBM phase, the MSN, when you had updated your status. Honestly, WhatsApp is just a glorified BBM. But like, what? I could be like a little Kelly Rowland. I have no batteries in this. A little texting. Texting for Text it. Let me open up Excel real quick. Hello, and you could just talk to your friends on a little... I'm in my childhood home. That's why I could pull out all of these things. Like, first of all, hold on. Because let's get down to business, okay? Let's get down to adult business. We have to put away the childish games. We have to put away the childish games, okay? Cut the cameras. Guys, I think I'm hilarious, okay? I laugh at my own jokes. You are your first audience. You feel the vibe? Anyways, back to the main point. We are no longer in elementary school, middle school, even university, college. Like, you're still on campus. It's giving you the same environment to talk to people. What happens when those environments are so fluid, they open up so much, and it literally, you're in one environment of a college campus, a hometown, a local school becomes the whole world. How do you maintain relationship then? So, me, Big Sis E, okay, Big Sister General, I am going to give you 3 themes as to what I think helps adult relationships. And please, in the comments down below, leave your tips, tricks, and commentary of what works for you. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first things first, I'm the realist, but the first thing that I want to share is the big C, and that is community. Okay, round of applause. I love, clearly, if you have seen some of my videos talking about friendship, I love community, okay? And for me, community is doing life with people, right? With the adults that we like as our friends, and hosting one another, celebrating big, small wins, being there for life moments, and even sad times, you know? The girls and the guys be going through sad times. Unprecedented times, you know, pandemics, all of those things. That is what doing life is, because life is up and down. It's gonna rain on the just and the unjust. So really and truly, being in community means being in a close-knit group of people that get to do life with each other. So an example of that would be me and one of my old roommates, Cassandra, shout out to her. We used to host what we call the dinner series. I'll maybe insert some of the yeah, I will probably insert some of the flyers for some of the dinner series and some of the clips that we had. Warmed my heart. We used to host our friends once a month. Sometimes my favorite one was when we did a pizza party. And so what we did was we invited everybody to bring their favorite pizza toppings. We provided the dough, the cheese, and the sauce, the main ingredients. We also got frozen pizzas so that people wouldn't be hungry as soon as they arrived. And we had a friend, shout out to Keem and his girlfriend Tay, and they brought pizza just in case people were also hungry while they were waiting for pizza. People brought chips and snacks and stuff, and we just vibed. I think we had like 20 something people at the apartment, and everybody got to catch up, intermingle, and it was kind of like a reunion. I have community that I do life with, and we do major holidays, birthday parties, special events, things like that. I also in Toronto have community of people that I've grown up with my whole life, whether that be elementary, middle school, high school, university. I remember one summer when I came home for my cousin's wedding and I did a barbecue. I was so overwhelmed because I was like, oh my gosh, I know so many people. I love you all. I cannot text everybody, and I literally threw it up on Instagram, and I was like, if you know me and you know where I live, come to my house Saturday at 7. Like, and I had a bonfire, we got pizza. No, actually, we barbecued. One of my friends, shout out to Olivia, we barbecued, we did burgers and maybe hot dogs. My friend Zoyana brought like buns, like we had a whole thing. And then 2 of my really good childhood friends, Clements and Zoyana, slept over, and it was like a sleepover. And like, what? First of all, this is a side tangent. Unlocking community, have a sleepover with your friends. Just bring back your inner child, okay? Just because we're adults doesn't mean that we can't play and have some fun. Bring back sleepovers, okay? And make sure that they're pure. But yeah, we had a good night that night. So Maria surprised me with my friends Ruth and Jocelyn from university. So like they weren't supposed to be coming because they had other things to do. Open the door. It was all 3 of them. I said, to have a time. We about to have a time, okay? And so we did. We did s'mores, like, come on. A community girl, okay? Clearly, your teacher, your professor is well renounced, okay? I'm giving you this because I live this, okay? Gym, tan, laundry this. Eat, sleep, breathe this, okay? This is a serious matter. That's why I wore a tie. And a lesson for adult friendships is to be in community. None of this isolation stuff, okay? None of this, oh, I could do bad all by myself was a Tyler Perry movie starring Taraji P. Henson. That's all, okay? If you're a lone wolf, get a real pack, okay? Get some people in your corner. It's important to have people in your corner. What happens? I'm just saying. You want to be a lone wolf? Okay, cool. Then you get a partner. You guys want to be lone wolves together. Then you have a child. Let's just throw it out there. Who gonna be the aunts, the uncles? Who gonna bring gifts to the birthday parties? Where are your emergency contacts? If you don't live with your mama or your father, where are your emergency contacts? Who coming for you? In the event that you need help. If your tire bursts and you ain't got AAA, what's gonna run out of gas? What's gonna happen? Good things. You got a new job. Who's coming? Who's gonna celebrate you? It's your birthday. Who's bringing cake, candles, cupcakes? Stop with this solo dolo nonsense. You need people. I had a friend, Imani. She once told me if we didn't need community, God would have stopped at Adam and Eve, okay? But no, he said worldwide. God is the original Mr. Worldwide. Don't play in his face thinking you don't need nobody. Different from seasons of isolation. That it'd be you and God, you locked in. But in the general scheme of life, we need people to grow, to develop, not just to celebrate, to show us ourselves. Like, are you picking up what I'm putting down? We need people. Okay? That's why presidency's there they be lying, but they're supposed to be for the people. In our adult lives, we have to be for the people, and you can make it happen. You know this like common theme on the interwebs, on the internets of like my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. Like, don't let work keep you from people either. Whether it's I saw this one tweet and these guys went to get breakfast at a diner before work. I don't know. I might have such a good time that I might be sad on my way to work. But before work, after work, if you don't work traditional hours, some of my friends in LA, Thursday at 3 p.m. That's when they're free. Bet. See you then. All of the things. When I used to work 3 to 11, let's do a morning together. Doing life together. Common theme? Yeah. So, point number 1, community. Common unity. Let's find something that we like together. Church, pickleball, music, eating good food, matcha. You see? Cool. You got it? You wrote that down? You wrote that down on your DSI? Good. Secondly, communication. Yeah. This thing, we spend so much time on it, or, if you have healthy boundaries, and you don't spend a lot of time on it, it's still, you can call anybody in the world and just, hey, tap, iMessage. Sorry to the Samsung users. I don't know what you got going on. One time I didn't have her number, she Instagram called me. I forgot that you could do that on Instagram. I had my notifications on. I was like, what was happening? FaceTime. There's so many ways to communicate with people. We have no excuses, okay? For me, I'm a little here, there. I play a little worldly hopscotch. And because I have friends in different area codes, I was thinking, okay, sometimes you get into a new season, you might be a little bit different. Some people start getting married, some people start having kids, schedules change. How do we make up time to catch up with one another? And this actually was birthed from a friend in a group chat who had brought up how our relationships had shifted, and we were trying to problem solve okay, how can we better show up for one another, because we do value our relationships. So we're not all kids who have the same schedules anymore. How do we navigate adulthood? And so I decided to do this thing called Friendship FaceTimes, and it's basically where I schedule time quarterly with some of my friends, and we have a FaceTime catch up. Obviously the rules are you can always talk to me at any time of the year, but this is an intentional time where if time has passed and we haven't really gotten to catch up, that this is our scheduled time together. Also, text people when they cross your mind. Like, someone might randomly come up in your spirit, and even if it's been a long time, send them a quick text. Hey, I was thinking about you. Hey, how are you doing? Don't make it weird. We don't have to have all these introductions. Hey, you crossed my mind. I hope you're well. Keep it cute, light, simple. But yeah, for my friendship FaceTimes, like I think I had one this week. I have a friend, Micah, I'm calling today at 6 p.m. How are you doing? What's up, girls? Not the phone ringing. Communication! Times the phone rings. Will you answer? Will you pick up? You never know who's calling. Actually you do, because we now have caller ID. Anyways, communication is very important. Even with, hey, I miss, you know, be honest with your friends. Sometimes, like, I have friends going into different seasons. I'm not in those seasons yet. Our communication is shifting because they're getting more responsibilities. Adult priorities are changing. You know, I have friends, okay, cool, now you're a father and a husband. You're not going to have time in the same way. Okay, how do we navigate that? Okay, now you're newlywed. You now have a husband. How are we going to navigate? Okay, you are now a newlywed and a new mom. How are we going to navigate that? Okay, you're in school. Okay, you just got a new job. You're moving. Oh, I have friends. We be playing the time zone game. What time zone? Okay, carry the one if I'm here. Okay, cool. Are you home? Are you at work? And where am I? All the things, but we make it work. Why? Because I'm so intentional about communicating with my friends, because I think you're supposed to communicate care. Don't be waiting for people to text you. I know that we have an epidemic of leaving people undelivered or read. I got some friends too. I'm still undelivered, but I like to take it as a boomerang. I'm gonna throw it out there. I hope it comes back. Sometimes when I'm behind in my texts, I'm coming back. You don't know when, but one day I'm coming back. You know, like Jesus. He said, I'll be back. Terminator, I'll be back. Me and my text, my response to you, I'll be back. There's no excuses. We just have to continue to learn communication and know that communication changes. Something I have friends that we used to be on like 7-hour FaceTimes. We used to have the whole day, blah, blah, blah. Seasons change. Okay, we got 30 minutes. We maybe have an hour. Maybe we're not in the same place anymore, so it has to be a FaceTime. That's how friendship FaceTime started. Okay, maybe I could catch you. I have a busy schedule, but I could catch you before work. Okay, I could catch you after work. Okay, I can't make it to your birthday party, but I do want to celebrate you. Can we do this in the week instead? Like, come on. Come on, guys. Let's communicate. Cool? Communication is also about talking, listening, and hearing. Kind of to my last video about the girlies and how I feel seen, supported, secure, safe, is the same way in which we are supposed to do that in all of our friendships. Your friend should be able to come to you with things, whether it be conflicts, you know, things that they're going through, how they're feeling, and it should be a safe space to be able to talk about, talk through, grow, develop, encourage, all of the things. Can you talk to your friends, and can your friends talk to you and be able to just communicate? Hey, this bothered me. Hey, I'm having a great day. This happened at work. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. This is a TikTok. Anything, you know, just communicate. Number 3, my third and final point is commitment. So we have to be a community, we have to communicate, and we have to be committed, okay? Community, communicate, commitment, okay? It's being committed to people. It's being able to show up for birthday parties and, I don't know, dropping your friends to the airport. That is such an act of love. Okay? I remember one time my friend couldn't pick me up from the airport. He wasn't feeling well. His brother picked me up. I was like, what up? Shout out to James. What up, James? Pick your friends up from the airport, you know? Show them that act of love. Be committed. Show up for birthday parties and special events. Show up to celebrate them. Maybe if they're trying new hobbies and you want to show your support, like, show up to those things. Do things together that interest the both of you. Be committed, you know, commit to people. I know we go through sometimes these weird phases of like, well, nobody owes me anything and I don't owe anybody. People don't belong to us. But I feel like if we are in a relationship and we have certain commitments to each other, we want to be able to show up for each other regularly. I know that I can count on you, you can count on me. Let's bring back reliability. Let's have reliable friends. If I call you, and also if you can't show up, communicate. Hey, I actually can't be able to do that, because we also want to respect people's boundaries. It's showing up intentionally for the people that matter to us. And that's what it means to be committed. Oh, okay. For my 29th birthday, again, I hosted in my apartment in Los Angeles, and it was actually a graduation theme. It was senior year because it's my last year in my 20s. And I had a friend who had work, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it. And pretty much at the end of my birthday party, he had called and he was like, are you guys still hanging out? And we're like, yeah, you can come. So he came after work. Like, I literally remember him walking down the street carrying camera gear. And when I was so excited to see him, because hello, love, friendship, if you haven't realized. And he was like, listen, you've taught me how to commit and to show up for people in the way you intentionally do it. I could not show up today if I had the capacity to. So I'm super tired because I just finished a very long day, but like, I wanted to show up because I want to reciprocate the things that you've taught me. And it just touched me because like, that's what commitment looks like. And it was so funny because by the time he got there, we were literally cleaning up. So I had like most likely to name tags, and it was like most likely to come to a party just to clean up. We made sure that we fed him though, because that's what commitment is. Hey, sometimes it is going the extra mile, even though we do definitely want to stick to boundaries. Hey, I'm really tired, but like, I'm just gonna show up. I'm gonna pop in, pop out, because I want you to know that I'm committed to you, that I value you, that I treasure our friendship, and it's important to me. It's important to commit to people, to commit to the people that we are around, to commit to the people that we love. That can be in big or small things, but it really is showing up intentionally. I remember like I had a friend and she wanted me to help her with something, with an event, and I really wanted to go, but also I had a prior commitment. I had a birthday party, and I was like, I really want to go, but I also committed to this birthday party, and I ended up doing both. After the birthday party, I went and I helped her with the event. Shout out to Tanisha, it was fun. But I had a commitment, and I really wanted to show up for the people and show them that I care about this important stage in their life, because it was my niecey Pooh's first birthday party. Like, hello, she only turns one once. We turn every age once, but like, one's a big deal. It's her first year of life, okay? Just saying. But yeah, commit to people. Go all in. I think sometimes we might be scared and we're only like knee deep with people. And again, it's fine and it's cool and it's important to have boundaries. And you know, that those ebb and flows with different people for different reasons. But like, jump in. You know that, the Disney Channel movie, jump in the river and dance to the music. Show how you do it. Jump in. Get into friendships. Get into things. And if you are maybe struggling with like where to meet adult friends, maybe I might do a video on like where to meet adult friends, because sometimes like I am very privileged to have a lot of friends that I've known throughout multiple years of my life, but I also have friends that I have met more recently, most of them be at church, but also friends of friends, like intermingling and mixing friend groups. Also, your friends know you the most, or they know you well, so they also probably know the people that you would get along with. Like, that's why I loved hosting dinner series, because I had friends who had not met each other that I was like, oh, your guys' personalities mesh, your guys' interests fit. Like, I have friends who are friends because of me. If you are looking for friends and you have my number, hit me up. Don't worry, I'll find friends. I'll find friends for you. Maybe I'll offer it as a little service, you know, let me find a friend for you in your city. Let me find everything. everything. I like to bring people together because I know the importance of community and being able to walk with people and just how significant that is for not only the good times but also the bad times, the times when you're feeling low and you have a friend that checks up on you. Hey, like knowing your friend's patterns. Oh, I haven't seen you maybe post on Instagram in a while. What's up? I haven't really seen you in person. I haven't seen you at church. I haven't seen you, like, you know, you out. I remember some my residents when I worked in a maternity home, they would clock my teeth. They'd be like, Erica, you're wearing a lot of black recently. Granted, I love to wear black, but I used to also be like wearing a lot more color, and they were like, anytime you're really tired, you wear black. Clocked me. I was like, dang, let me wear some pink tomorrow. As I say here with my intermingled blues, like, your friends should also know you well enough to know who you are. Not only in what kind of friends you might like, that they can introduce you to. They could even do matchmaking, friendship, relationship. Some of y'all. But also what interests you, like who you are, when you're having good times, when you're having bad times. Like, your friends should be able to tell because they're in close proximity to you. But even for your friends who are far away, like shout out to my friends in like Florida and Detroit, my friends in Norway, like we manage, whether it be really close, like the friendship FaceTimes, whether it be a little far, a quick DM here and there. I have friends who I hadn't spoken to, but like we locked in for happy birthday, okay? We know I don't really talk to you, I don't really know what's going on, but when it's your birthday, I'm hopping into the iMessages, I'm hopping into the Instagram DMs. Like, it doesn't take anything to be kind to people. And if you're also struggling with being able to show up for yourself and to show up for people, then you probably need some heavy hitter friends that are able to pour into you until you're full enough to pour out to other people. And that's actually something that I will end with, which was so important to me as a person who pours out to a lot of people. I would often be depleted because it's like I'm giving, and I wasn't refilling at that time in my life properly. Now, praise God, I am a lot better with that. But also, God has introduced some friends into my life that are really good pourers as well. And so as I pour out, they pour in. I'm also able to filter myself a little bit more, that I'm not burning myself out showing up for people. I have better boundaries. I have better security. I have better just self-governance. But also, I have also better friends that are able to pour into me, and I'm intentionally pouring into others that I know also give out to people. So we have a good streamlined system. I feel like it's like the, you know, the weather network where they be showing you the clouds be coming in and then they come down for the precipitation and then they go back up. Kind of a good ecosystem of giving and taking, or giving and receiving rather, the love that you pour out. Ultimately, ain't nobody giving you like God gives you. Amen. Hallelujah. But he also can show his love for you, and the things that he thinks towards you through other people that he sends into your life. So it's also open to be open to friendships, and not know, like, I used to have a lot of similar friends. I think it's important to have like-minded friends, but also friends of difference, acquaintances who are different, co-workers who are different, to be able to get different perspectives of life, to keep you compassionate, to keep you just open and growing, that we aren't all the same, we don't all show up in the same way. And also, if you are having you know, maybe just some riffraff with your friends because they're not showing up in the way that you need, maybe to also communicate that, to be open to like, hey, this is what I need right now, or maybe I'm not really sure what I need, but like I do want us to have a better relationship. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe I do need space right now, or maybe you don't want to pursue friendship with people anymore and you want to communicate like, hey, we've outgrown each other, or I'm heading this way, I think you're heading this way, it's time for a separation. Like, those are, once using, you know, gentle and soft language, but also holding firm boundaries. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. But yeah, thank you for clocking into Professor Erica's class, Professor E, about the importance of adult relationships and the 3 C's of how to be in friendship. That's enough. That's enough.